All right, there we are. All right, everybody, you are probably wasting 80% of your marketing budget and you don't even know it. While most investors are out there just throwing money at outdated ads and random Facebook campaigns, AI is quietly rewriting the rules. Faster campaigns, smarter targeting results in hours, not weeks. And today we are going to sit down with a guy who's been behind the curtain for over 20 years, helping real estate companies grow with marketing that actually works. My God, that's amazing. Michael Walsh is the co-founder of UpRank, an AI-driven ad platform that helps investors and agents launch and absolutely optimize digital campaigns without the agency price tag. So if you want more leads, lower costs, and real leverage, this episode is your cheat code. Welcome to the Closers Club. Thank you, Michael. So happy to have you here. Let's jump right in, man. I want to get right to it. Yep. Most investors are either spending too much money or they're getting too little from their marketing efforts and their dollars. What's the number one mistake that you see when it comes to how they're running their ads today?
So there's two things that are happening. So if you're running your own ads versus running with an agency, if you're running with an agency and let's say that your ad budget sits at around $2,000, $3,000 a month,
right?
But you're spending $3,000 a month on the agency.
That math doesn't math.
You got to think about that.
Right.
I know so many people and I talk to so many people that do that. And it's just crazy to think about. So that right there is an issue. But when you're running your own ads, when you're looking at running your own ads, most people, and even with agencies, I see this, most people are not running enough.
Really?
And it's not about the budget. It's about, I'll see this so often where somebody just runs like 1, 2, or 3 ads. And then they are just like, oh, it works. So I don't want to break anything. So I don't want to add any more ads in there.
Okay.
And so they'll run that same ad over time and then ad fatigue happens, different things shift, different things change, and the ad just doesn't stay consistent. It doesn't stay active. It doesn't work as well as it did before. And the reason is because they're not testing new things. And marketing is about testing.
Yeah.
And it's taking that time to do that.
That's what I was thinking. Like, you have to be tracking these things. So when the fall off happens, you've got another ad to drop in. But if you're not testing something in the background, right, you would never know, right?
Exactly. And that's the thing with AI right now. It's so easy to run multiple ads and test multiple things and to have them running at the same time, to create them quicker, to run 5 variations of pretty much the same ad, just different copy, different image, different video, stuff like that.
Right. So, and tell me a little bit about what you guys do. Like, what is yours? How will you come in and can you help me with running ads?
Yeah. So basically we have a platform and it's pretty much ran by AI, the whole entire platform. You go in and you work with it as if you're working with an agency in a way. So it's kind of like, instead of filling out forms with an agency or with somebody who's running your ads, you're filling out stuff right on the platform. And the AI is producing it, creating it as you fill out this stuff. So it's all happening in real time. And then what happens is you launch that ad on the platform and you allow AI to watch it. And you can even let it optimize it for you. So we have a new feature. Yeah, we have a new feature now. It's always told you what to do. The AI has always said, hey, here's some ideas. Here's what's working. Here's what's not working. Now we have a button where you can actually click it and let the AI make those changes for you.
So let's dig into that a little bit, because most investors, honestly, kind of like me, we think that AI means ChatGPT, right? and nothing more. So kind of break down like how your AI is actually, kind of working, or maybe, in broad strokes, like what it's doing without getting too techie, because I won't understand. But like how it like just really targets to, to optimize those ads, I guess.
Yeah. So we've all heard of algorithms. We're very familiar with that, right?
Right.
So that's really, think of the algorithm And algorithms on every platform is now just powered by AI.
Okay.
And that's why the algorithm has become so much stronger on all these platforms. And that's really what the AI on our side is looking for. It's looking for patterns. And AI is very good at patterns. It's very good at mathematical equations. It's very good at seeing history, predicting futures. That's one thing that AI is extremely good at.
Okay.
And that's what it's doing, is it's looking at what's happening. It's looking at the clicks. It's looking at the conversions. And it's saying, okay, this is what's working. This is the data. This is what's working. Do this.
Yeah.
And it's giving you those step-by-step next plays of what to do next. And that's the simplest terms of what it's literally doing.
So, you know, when I'm working with you, because we're definitely going to do that. Like, how quickly can we get like ads up and running? And are you or your AI, is it helping us with like the creative part or just the targeting?
Yeah. So you can get ads literally up and running 20 minutes after you sign up for an account. Yeah.
Okay.
It's fast. So it's not like sitting back and forth in an email thread with us. When you sign up, you get access to the platform. You can get right on there. You build your brand portfolio. Basically, it's the whole brand context. It's around what the voice is of your brand, you know, the colors in your brand, all that stuff. You then go in and say what you want ads for. So let's say I'm a real estate investor in Dallas, Texas. I can say I'm a real estate investor looking for motivated seller leads in Dallas, Texas.
Right.
The AI is going to look at your brand profile. It's going to then build out on over 10 platforms. It's going to build out ad creatives.
Really?
Now, yeah. It'll build it out right on all the platforms. So we have Facebook, Google, Bing, and beyond. It just keeps going. The list just keeps building. But for investors, I find that Facebook, Google, Bing, those are the top ones. I think Spotify is going to start to become one. I think that's kind of going to trade. Yeah, I think it'll trade out for the radio ads.
Okay. Nobody listens to radio anymore.
Yeah, if you think about the demographics that are going to have a free Spotify account that are over the age of 18. So don't think about all the teeny boppers that have that, because they're not going to be selling a home. But over the age of 18, that might be another option. For
are you targeting the oldies channels?
Well, you could literally go in and target that type of playlist. So
because that's who you're looking for, right? If you're looking for people who want to sell a house, you know, you're somebody over 50, right? Like, you know, you're not targeting a 30-year-old, right? Maybe, you know,
right. Exactly. And so that's what the AI does. It basically builds all these ads. Then you can go in and you can fine tune them. Just like with an agency, if you think about it, an agency is going to build your creatives and build stuff for you, possibly, not always. Sometimes you have to send them stuff, but they're going to build stuff for you. Then you're going to go in and approve or disapprove. It's the same thing is happening. And you can approve it or disapprove it. And if you disapprove it, if you're like, hey, I don't like the way that's worded and you want it worded differently, then you can just type it right there.
So this is great for people who are running existing ads now, right? They can come over to your platform, move over what they're doing and have the AI do some magic in the background. That's absolutely incredible. So when somebody, you know, is using your platform, what's kind of a set it and forget it, like setting or automation that you've seen that just can really just lower those ad costs? Because that's what we all want, right? We want to get more bang for our buck, but still increase the lead quality.
Yeah. So the one thing is, yes, you can move all your ads in because we're a direct API to the platform. So if you already have existing ads on Facebook, then you can just move them right in and they'll stay on your Facebook, but you never have to log into your Facebook unless you're updating your credit card for Facebook, because all the billing still happens on their side.
Gotcha.
That does not happen on our side. So you can set budgets on our side. The billing happens on their side.
Okay.
And so the set it and forget it, I never say to set it and forget it with ads, even if you're with an agency.
Got it.
And the reason is because I've had too many horror stories come my way of people saying, yeah, I was working with this agency and I realized they weren't checking my ads for over a month. And I was like, well, how'd you figure that out? And they were like, well, my credit card had expired. And then I finally got a notification from Facebook and it was over a month old that my credit card had expired and it was never updated. And so that means the ad agency that was receiving these notifications didn't notify them.
Oh,
And so they weren't watching it. And so that's something that I always say, you have to stay on top of your marketing no matter what. But the best thing that you can do inside of the ads is to go in. And I always say for the first couple weeks, let the AI optimize it, but keep an eye on it very closely.
Yeah.
You can even say not to let it optimize, watch it and just make all the optimizations it suggests and allow those to go through and just manually approve. And then turn on the optimization, because it will help you to understand and see things. But we're still only talking a couple minutes a day, every other day, just logging in, checking it out, making sure it's going, making sure it's working, stuff like that. So there's no set it and forget it, but this will speed up the process of making the ads, and it will speed up the process and help you on the optimization side as well.
And this can help on all the platforms, or is there any like certainly all the main ones? Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, X, Threads, I guess.
LinkedIn.
Yeah.
LinkedIn. Yeah, LinkedIn's on there. Google PMax is on there. So
never even heard of PMax.
Yeah, PMax is pretty much like everything that you could see, like shopping ads. So you'll pop up everywhere a little bit.
Okay. All right. And which one of those, are there any of those that are just hitting really good right now, especially for like We Buy Houses ads?
Yeah. So as always, search ads are really good. I say Facebook is doing good. TikTok, I've watched a rise in.
Yeah.
It's
I
definitely an
TikTok
interesting.
is where you go to advertise to buy houses, but
I wouldn't either. If you had a budget, let's say you had a smaller budget, I'd say TikTok is kind of down the road. I'd say you want to focus on first Google and Facebook. Those are the two that I would say to focus on for the We Buy Houses right now.
Okay.
Once you get those down, then you add in the other ones.
Yeah.
It's about understanding each platform as you go, because it's not like, oh, let's just run it on everything. Because at that point in time, then it's just overwhelming.
Right. Right.
But I would say your cost per lead is going to be cheaper on Facebook. It's not going to be as good.
Really?
As search. Search is going to be a higher cost per lead, a little bit better of a lead.
Because somebody's specifically going in and saying, I am looking for someone to buy my house for cash.
Correct. So I always say the best thing you can do is set up search ads in the beginning. If you have the budget, set up search ads and then turn around and retarget with Facebook.
Oh, I gotcha.
So now all the people who searched came to your page, they're getting retargeted.
I get it. And I understand that. Is that something you guys help set up, or is that something I've got to figure out? Like, how hard is that to do?
Yeah, it's actually not very hard on the platform.
Really?
And we do have some options for basically bringing us in for beginning setup. So for those who are like, hey, I just want to do a setup with you in the beginning, we can do that.
Yeah. My expertise is like hitting the icon on my phone. Beyond that, I was just in a mastermind talking about social media. And I'm like, oh my God, there's a dashboard. I can actually look and track my things. This is crazy, the amount of information that's out here. But yeah, I'm not good at any of that stuff. And I don't know that most wholesalers are, right? Like, we're great at talking to people and, making deals, but this is where something like this can really come in and just help us so much, because I don't want to learn Facebook ads.
Right.
I don't want to spend the next 6 months of my life trying to figure it out, because by the time I get it figured out, it's probably outdated.
I was going to say, once you figure it out, it's going to change.
Yeah.
And that's for us, that's what really using the AI is about. And it's not about doing a course or anything like that. Cause like that, I mean, you could go spend 20, 30 hours learning Facebook ads, and 6 months down the road, the algorithm switches, switches, the strategy switches.
Right.
Like
yeah. I feel like it's all the time. I mean, it's got to be a big focus of what you're doing, right? Is just staying on top of, my God, what's working, what's hitting, what's not, and making all of those adjustments.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Now, you obviously work with more people than just real estate investors. Who are some of the other, kind of industries or niches that you work with?
Yeah. So local businesses do really well on it. Think about anybody who needs to run ads. The platform is able to create ads for any industry. You just have to give it the brand context. We also have like ecom does really well.
Really?
Ecom's a little harder of a game, just because the amount of ads that you're producing is so heavy. And it's not, you don't want to, there are some ecom brands out there that are producing 1,000 ads a week.
What?
And some even more than that. It's the creatives is just insane. And with AI, it's possible.
Right.
But if you go look up like e-com brands that are running ads, and if you look at how many ads they have versus the investor, and this is all like free stuff that you can look up.
Yeah.
Just look up the ads library for Meta.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look up that ads library and you start searching wholesalers or investors, people are, and this is what I'm saying about running more ads.
Yeah.
They're running like 1, 2, 3 variations tops.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to ecom, and sometimes it's just you're scrolling nonstop, and you can't stop scrolling because how many ads they got going.
Right. So I'm gonna put you to the test here. So our business is transaction coordination. Our ideal client is somebody who's doing 2 to 3, deals a month. So that's the targeting has always been an issue for us. Like, is it even possible for us to run effective Facebook ads where we're not just throwing money out the window, right? Like where we can take a business like ours, and I'm sure there are people who are watching who have kind of niche businesses like that. Like, can the software figure out like who I should be targeting and what are the right types of ads?
Yes. Okay. So sometimes it's even better to go broad. I'll say this for everybody.
Okay.
It used to be that you used to want to hone in on your avatar is what they would call it. They say, figure out your avatar, hone in on your avatar.
Right. Right.
The algorithm has gotten so good at figuring out who your avatar is over time that it's sometimes better just to go a little bit more broad. Okay. Things that can really help you are lookalike audiences. So building lookalike audiences with your list, people that you've worked with, building lookalike audiences out of that. Yeah.
How many people do you need to build a lookalike audience? Like
right about 1,000 is what you're looking at. Yeah. Okay. So 1,000 would be a good starting point. The more you have, the better. You want to get, if you can get up to that, 5,000, 10,000, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But 1,000 is a good starting point because remember, it's going to build as it goes as well. Your audience is going to keep broadening because it's going to look for lookalikes and then lookalikes, and it's just going to keep going.
All right.
And so that's the first thing I would say is start looking at lookalike audiences for you guys, figuring out that. You guys are going to run a little bit more like a lender runs.
Probably, yeah.
So a little closer to like somebody who is looking for people who are borrowing to do a fix and flip, stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Like I always tell people, like, our business, like a pyramid, right? Real estate industry is a pyramid, way more beginners, far fewer people at the top. We're searching for the people in the top half of the pyramid.
Yeah. And that's, I would probably, if I was setting up your ads by myself, like if I was sitting down and we were stuff, that's what I would look at for that TC side.
Interesting.
Is more what a lender would look at, not what a wholesaler would look at, obviously.
Interesting. Okay. So for those of you that are watching, the point is it does not matter what your business is.
No.
Like you can, if you're running a dry cleaner or a muffin shop or whatever it is, like the AI can go out and find the people that are right for you, because that's the lifeblood of all of our businesses, right? Is we need to keep the top of that funnel just as full as absolutely possible.
Yeah. And I will say some industries are definitely easier than others.
Right.
Just like when you're in an industry, you can look at certain industries and be like, okay, that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Whereas other industries, okay, there's a lot more red tape. There's a lot more laws. There's a lot more. And so the same thing goes with ads, because you have special categories. So for example, with real estate,
right.
I'm not going to say it's harder to run than a plumbing business.
Yeah.
But in the sense that, it's a special category. So I can't sit here and run an ad and say, I only want people over the age of 50.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
And so I can't do that in real estate. So with plumbing, I could do that because there's nothing stopping me because it's not a special category, because it just doesn't even matter in that case. So it's a little harder, but like I said, the algorithm's gotten better at broad.
Yeah.
So it kind of doesn't really even matter anymore in one sense, because the algorithm will figure out that's who you're looking for.
Really? You can trust them, man? I feel like the algorithm just wants to take my money. Facebook, they just want to get my money, right?
Well, that's way what we do is our AI works with Facebook's AI, and it's just on the back end AI figuring out both sides. And so you don't just have their algorithm figuring it out for you, but you have ours also letting you know, oh, hey, do this.
Double checking them.
Yeah, double checking, because Facebook isn't going to tell you, this one's doing better. Right. Make sure you turn this one off and turn this one on. Like, they don't do that. But at the same time, Facebook wants to keep you as a customer.
Well, that's it, right? They don't want you burning money because you burn money for 3 months, you're going to be like, F this, I'm out, right? So I would think it's in their best interest to have you see some success, right?
Yeah. The fastest way to burn money in ads that I've ever seen is to either not have any type of strategy, just set it and forget it, like you said. That's the obvious one. Right. But the other one that's not so obvious that I've watched people do is in scaling ads. That's where it becomes kind of tough.
Okay.
Because people will be like, oh, hey, I started running an ad. And I got into this when I was running ads for the event space.
Yeah.
And I learned this very quickly. I knew it, but I learned that entrepreneurs who are running events can be like, oh, hey, we're running $100 a day. Hey, let's turn that up to $1,000 a day. And you're sitting there going,
10 times as much.
You can't do that.
Right.
Like you'll get the same amount of leads for 1,000 that you're getting for 100.
Really?
Yeah, because you can't 10x your spend in one day. You have to over time gradually move it up.
Yeah.
That's when Facebook will take your money. That's when the algorithm will just eat it alive.
Yeah.
And you'll just watch it go down.
That's where it's so important to have somebody like you, because in my brain, I'm like, I'm just going to spend more. You know, that makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah. You don't spend 10 times and get 10 times the leads unless you gradually do it over time. And
like,
so really
how much time would you need? Like, let's say I'm running an event in, 45 days.
Yeah. Right. So if you're running an event 45 days, you're running $100 a day now. You're not going to be at $1,000 a day until probably, I'd say 7 days from now, maybe, if you're lucky.
Oh, so that's still pretty quick though.
If you're lucky. So you could double it every day. You can just under double it. So if I can do 100 today, then I could probably do like 190 tomorrow.
Or even like 150, right?
And then 150. And then I could do, maybe 250 and then maybe 400. And then, but the problem is sometimes you can get to that, but sometimes that might take you 2 weeks to get to that. And the reason is because along the way, you've got to watch the algorithm and you've got to watch the stats. You've got to watch everything that's going on. And if you at all see dips, then you have to pay attention to that.
So what is it that when you say watch the algorithm and watch the stats, what are a couple of things that you're looking at?
Yeah. So I'm just looking at clicks. I'm looking at how many people that's pushing out to. So like, for example, if I'm getting 1 click per 1,000 right now, and then it pushes it out to 5,000 people and I'm only getting 2 clicks. Then I've got to question, okay, did it push it out to the right audience? What did it push it out to? And so those are the things that you're looking for. You just want your stats to either get better or stay the same. And so that's really what you're looking at.
Okay.
But in most cases, most people aren't going to raise from $100 a day to $1,000 a day. In most cases,
some of us wholesalers are pretty dopey. We might do it. We got a little bit of money, man. Got some extra room on that Amex. So let's go back to kind of final question here. Back to real estate investors, because that's the bulk of who our market is, and certainly who our clients are. And we want to set them up for success and make sure we're connecting them with you. But if somebody's coming over to you and they're like, hey, I need to run some ads and I've got $1,000, like what can they expect from that?
So what I would do with $1,000 is I would probably lean towards Facebook a little bit more. Yeah. Just because your cost per lead is going to definitely be higher on Google. So you're going to get less leads. And so you're going to get, especially if you're new, you're going to get less at bats. Yeah. And that's really what you have to ask yourself. Do I need more at bats, more practice, or do I just need hotter leads? Because sometimes the at bats helps out if you're new. If you're already going and stuff like that, then you might be able to take that into Google. So I would take that and then I would do a daily budget, set your daily budget to fit that over the next 2 weeks and run it that way.
All right. So to wrap up, Uprank, you guys, I come over to you. You can help me with the creatives. You can help me get the ad set up. We'll connect it with Facebook, connect it with Google, and then we're going to start the ads. And then we're going to use the AI to monitor them and make sure we're clutching and braking, gassing the ones that are actually hitting the most.
Yep.
I love that. And I'm going to save money because I'm not just burning cash to the meta gods there who just need to make $15 billion next quarter.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I love it. Michael, thank you so much for coming on. This was super good. My God, I don't know how you keep all of that in your brain because feel like I need a nap now after talking about it. So it's amazing that we've got people like you in the industry that we can lean on and run this because, the one thing that we talk about all the time here at Easy REI Closings is you cannot be an expert in everything. You have to bring in people who are the absolute masters in that field and bring them in. And this is how you scale your company, by bringing in people who can plug and play right into your business and help you grow that part without you becoming, just getting stuck in textbooks or watching endless YouTube videos, trying to figure it out while you're literally just melting your Amex card running these ads. So Michael, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you coming in.
Thank you. I appreciate being here. Thanks.
All right.